Hi and welcome to BooksBeautyKendra. My name is Kendra and today, judging by the amount of books surrounding me currently, this might be an undertaking. I want to do like a series audit sort of thing. So these are all the series that I own, that I have started, finished or DNF'd. Because there's more that I don't own that have just like slipped my mind. Owned physically, I should say. Owned physically. Because everything else just slips my mind until I come like, oh yeah, that series. So, I've got all my finished series. My DNF series are kind of like, we'll get to them when we get to them. And then I've got a bunch of other, mainly romance-esque books. Let's get into it. First up, let's start with my finished books, beginning with my favorite, and this is like an old copy that I haven't read this particular copy because it's my uncle's, but it's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. You see? It's an old copy. Oh, smells nice. Complete and unabridged. Guess how much this was, because I've got the price sticker on the back of this. Guess how much? In Australian dollars? $2.95. $2.95. $2.95 Australia, $2.85 New Zealand. Usually it's the other way around. UK 95 pence. Canada $2.75. I don't know what kind of currency South Africa and Malta have, so I can't really tell you what that means, but that's what they have there. Anyways, this is my favorite. If you don't know Alice in Wonderland, it's about a little girl called Alice who stumbles into this fantastical, whimsical setting called Wonderland. And it's amazing. If you don't like children's books, I wouldn't recommend it. If you don't like classic books that may not make complete sense, don't read it. But if those sound appealing to you, pick it up. The next is another like classic, it's like a YA dystopian classic that I read a long time ago. Haven't read the newest additions to it because I refuse. I love these books and I don't want to read about the other, I don't want to read about the other two books that are out. That's The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. If you don't know about Suzanne Collins' world of the capital and all the districts, Pan Am, that's what it's called. Sorry. Oh, this was cheap too. $18.99 from QVD. If you don't know about this book, and this is a very old edition of this book, that I read first in, it's got Stephanie Meyer on the, it's a very old edition of this book, which I first read from the library. Shout out to your local library. Go, go, go. No. Yeah, it's about Katniss Everdeen from District 13. There's a Capitol, and then that's filled with all like the rich people, the eccentric people, you know, everyone who wants to one-up each other. Then you've got the 12 districts. There used to be 13. She's from District 12. It's coming back to me now. And yeah, as a punishment for, how do you say it? Revolt, no. For punishment for having a revolution against the capital, the 13, now 12 districts, they get 2 children between ages 12 and 17, 12 and 18, and they have to compete in what is called the Hunger Games, where basically they have to kill each other. It's a good time. It's a good time. Very bloody. This is dystopian. So just have that going forward. Next classic brick, and I love this edition, is the Lord of the Rings, plus the Hobbit. I don't know if this has the Hobbit in it. But this is absolutely stunning. Comes with a map that comes out. I don't get any makeup on this. Stunning. Stunning. That there. Sprayed edges with the words from inside the ring. It's just the Eye of Sauron. If you don't know the Lord of the Rings, which I think this is just the Lord of the Rings and not the Hobbit. Ah, ooh, there's more stuff at the back. Let's take that out as well. It is about Frodo Baggins, who is gifted the ring, which you first see in the Hobbit. Gifted to him by his uncle Bilbo Baggins. Whoa. This is like where all the end stuff goes down. And oh, what a lovely picture of J.R.R. Tolkien. Look how cute he is. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. This is actually a video where I will tell you what the books are about. It's about Frodo Baggins, who gets gifted this magic ring. There were, I don't know how many magic rings there are, I'm not going to count now, made, and there was one ring to rule them all. And that one ring is now in possession of a hobbit. And it is his duty, well not his duty to get it to Rivendell where the elves live. And then from there, it's how the ring gets brought to Mordor, so it can be destroyed. Because that's what they think will happen when they bring it to Mordor. It's a very much good versus evil story, and how evil can corrupt, but ultimately you can save yourself. Next, we have this trilogy, the His Dark Materials trilogy by Philip Pullman. This is the Northern Lights, the Subtle Knife, and the Amber Spyglass. This is about, what's her name, Lyra? Yeah, Lyra's an orphan who, what does she do? I don't know. It's like Christian allegory sort of things, but with like souls. The souls are animals that are outside of your body. It's like a parallel universe to our universe, where, you know, if you believe in that, your soul's inside your body. And yeah, it gets quite dark at times for a YA / middle. No, I think it's just YA. I remember reading this in year 8, for school, Northern Lights, and then I went on to read the rest. And then I got this beautiful copy because I've been wanting to own this for a while, and yeah. Next, I've got 3 manga / manhwa series that I've finished, that I own. I haven't got the complete one of A Business Proposal by Narak. I haven't got a complete series by them on here. I read this on Tapas. It's coloured. This is about Hari Shin, who does a favour for a friend and goes on a blind date for her, and that blind date happens to be with Kang. What's his name? It's President Kang. What is his name though? Oh well. President Kang the president of her company, she accidentally goes on a date with him, and he's vowed to marry the next person who goes on a blind date with him, and that so happens to be Hari Shin, just dressed up as someone else. And it's their hijinks. It's very cute. The next 2 I haven't read in such a long time. I probably am ready for a reread of both of these. Pages are very much yellowed because they're in the sun and they're manga, so that's just what they do easily. First one is Shortcake Cake by Sue Morishita. Sue Morishita is a mangaka duo, and it follows, who does this follow? Ten Serizawa. And as she moves to this like boarding house kind of thing for high schoolers. Yeah. So yeah, she moves into a local boarding house because it takes too long to get to school otherwise, and she's got friends there. She's got a friend there, and 3 boys are living there as well. And it's about their hijinks again, because who doesn't love a good hijink? And their romance, because it's a romance one. Oh, Business Proposal is also a contemporary romance, a workplace contemporary romance. It's obviously Boss. Look how yellow that one is. And this one is Fruits Basket. Oh my goodness, I mixed it up with the other one. Fruits Basket by Natsuki Takaya. This is about, what's your name? Toru Honda. And she is basically an orphan, or she is an orphan, and she gets kicked out, or she doesn't get kicked out. I don't think she can live with her grandpa anymore. And so she sets up a tent in this part of the forest that she doesn't know is actually owned by this family that, or these bunch of people that turn into the animals of the zodiac, the Chinese zodiac, when they are touched by the opposite gender. Again, hijinks ensue. And those are the finished series that I have. You can see behind me I didn't take out any of my Lore Olympus. Okay, I'll get that in a sec. Actually, I should get that out now, because that's what I'm up to. Okay, so I've finished 2 series by Lore Olympus. I've finished the Shadow and Bone series by Lore Olympus. This is the first series in the Grishaverse. This follows Alina Starkov, and as she finds out that she's not a normal person in this Grishaverse, she's actually Grisha. Or Grisha, however you say it. I say Grisha. Always have, probably always will. Ooh, I should probably read this again. No, I want to reread the next series by her. Anyways, she's like a light wielder or something. This is that one. And then I've got the next series, which is the continuation of that series, 6 of Crows, again by Lore Olympus. This is a heist story. This is one of my favorite series, and it follows 6 characters. Let's see if I can remember them all. Kaz, Inej, Nina, Matthias, Waylon, and Jesper. Did it. As they go on this heist to get this important thing. I can't remember what they're originally going in the heist for. But yeah. One of my favorites. YA. These are both YA. And they're amazing. Just amazing. Let's get on to books that, series that I have either finished or not finished, are still in the middle of, or am possibly DNFing the series. We shall see. Let's start with romance, like contemporary and dark romance first. Oh, I don't know if that's a series. I don't know, is Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman a series, or is it just like 2 random books that so happen to be set in the same universe, that are just like, not even interconnected standalones, they're just standalones that so happen to be part of the same series. Kind of like Brandon and Sanderson, how they're not technically part of the same series, but they're part of the same world. Anyways, first book, The Neighbor Fable by Christina Forrest. I've only owned the first book, but I really quite liked it. I think I gave it 4.5 stars last year. I thought it was bent somewhere. This is about Lily Green. So this is the Green Sister series. I've got more books. I also have the Brown Sister series by Talia Hibbert. Love those books. They're amazing. I think I gave the first and the third book 5 stars, and then the second book I gave 4 stars. They're about obviously the Brown Sister series. And yeah, it's their hijinks across as they try. Well, first one is Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and it's her hijinks as she tries to get a life after being diagnosed. She's been diagnosed with a chronic illness, and then she has a near-death experience, and it's her like trying to she writes out a get a life list, and she what's the word? She not hires, but she brings on the landlord person of her apartment building and to help her complete this list, and it's a good fun time. And then the rest are just following her sisters, which are also good fun times. This one follows Lily Green. I think I will continue with this series. She's bookish. She wants to write her own book, and does she want to write her own book, or she just loves it? She loves this one series. She wants to publish books. She wants to edit and publish books, but her boss doesn't want her to, but like sneakily goes around getting her away from doing it. She talks to the author that has written her favorite book, and he ghosts her after a few months, after they start to really get feelings for each other. And then it's months later when they actually meet in person, because they never met in person, they just met via email. Fun. Then we've got Two Wrongs Make a Right. This is the Something Sisters. Following B and Jamie. What is this series called? Why won't you tell me? Anyways, it's written by Chloe Liese. Liese. Lisa? Lise? I don't know. This is a Much Ado About Nothing retelling. If you don't know, now you know. Much Ado About Nothing is my favourite Shakespeare play. I got the second book of this series in Wilmot Sisters. Wilmot. I got the second book series in the series Better Hate Than Never, which is a Taming of the Shrew retelling. And I'm very excited to read that. I'm very excited to continue with all of these series, in fact, except for maybe one, and then I've got one more book in that one, and I really should read it, or two. I really should read them. And I want to read them, but we'll get to them when I get to them. Next, I've only read the first book in this chunky series, and that's Binding 13 from the Boys of Tommen series by Chloe Walsh. Trigger warnings for domestic violence in this. There's a lot of abuse in this book that I've read, and I think there's like drug abuse in the second part of the series. There's more abuse in the second book, I think. I'm hoping it's a bit happier than the first book, but it's so sweet. The romance in here is so sweet, and I love it so much. It's between Johnny and Shannon. And they're like my babies. They're my babies. Anyways, yeah, Johnny is a rugby player. Shannon has been bullied her whole life, outside of home as well. And she gets transferred to the school, the Tommen school. Don't remember what the school title is. It's just Tommen. They just call it Tommen. Tommen? Tommen. And she gets transferred there where she meets Johnny. And they start a relationship, slowly, surely. Next, I'm nearly finished with this one. I'm reading the final book, currently reading the final book. I just got distracted because I started reading another book. And yeah. And that's Hate by Tate James. This follows Madison Kate Danvers. That was a weird way to say that. Basically, she gets caught on this thing called... Is it Riot Night? And where someone who looks like her gets killed, she gets framed for it. And it's all the darkness and the righteousness that goes from there with her and the three guys who save her and kind of like send her to prison at the same time. You know, semantics. Then I've got Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. This one I'm umming and awing whether I want to continue the series or not. I've got the second book, which is Unfortunately Yours, which follows the sister of the main guy in this one. but I'm unsure. Because I did like this one. But Tessa Bailey's so hit and miss with me. Like, I don't know. I don't know. And that's a problem. This follows Hallie and Julian. So sorry about that. And Julian is like a vineyard person. Not an owner, but the family owns it. I mean, he looks after it. And then Hallie leaves a secret admirer letter, a drunken one, to Julian, but he doesn't know it's from her. She kind of has to pretend it's not from her, and they form a relationship. Very messy. Next, I've read this book twice. I need to continue with the series really badly. That's The Deal by Elle Kennedy. This is the first book in the Off-Campus series. I don't know what the Tessa Bailey series is called. Anyways, this is hockey romance, college hockey romance. It's a good fun time. Well, not completely fun, like there's some darker bits to it, but yeah. This one I'm really excited about is Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is the first book in the Rose Hill series. This follows, what are their names? Ford and Rosie. Ford is a billionaire. This series follows single dads. So, they've all got children of some sort. And, oh, they all have children, but like, the ages are all different, and yeah. And yeah, Rosie comes back into town after a long stint away, and they've been pining for each other for years. Fun. Then I've got another Chloe Lisa series, and that's the Bergman Brothers or Bergman Siblings series, and this one is Only When It's Us. This follows, what are their names again? Ryder and Willa. So Willa is a soccer player. Ryder is deaf, and she has to get notes from him one day in class because their professor, his brother-in-law, is a nosy matchmaker. It's a good fun time. This next book, I'm so sorry, I'm going really quickly, otherwise we're going to be here forever. This next book is the first romantic suspense book that I've loved. Actually, no, I also really love the Lucy Score one, but like I've DNF'd that series and I've gotten rid of it because like cannot be bothered, but I'm gonna try this series again. Well, I'm gonna continue on with this series. And that's Help Me Remember by Corinne Michaels. This one, she gets amnesia, no one knows that her and the main male character have been dating, and I don't think they have been engaged yet, but they were going to get engaged. And no one knows. That may have been a spoiler, so sorry. Yeah, they find a ring. Yeah, it's in the synopsis, it's okay. It's okay, guys. But yeah, she's forgotten everything and they have to figure out what happened to her. Next, another book I loved is Loving Romeo by Laura Pavlov. This one, Romeo is an MMA fighter? Or a boxer? I think he's a boxer. And Demi is... yeah, he's a boxer. Demi is like the golden girl of the town, come back, and now she's like a nutritionist and she's trying to win everyone over because her family did some not so great things, I think. I think this is this book. And yeah, hate to love. Well, hate, yeah. Despise to love. Not completely hate. But it's a fun time and I quite enjoyed this book. And she basically helps him get ready for his next match. Because someone's calling him out on it. And so he's got to step up because I don't know what else you do in a boxing match. Next, I've got Him by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy. There's only one more book left in this series. It's a duology called Us. And this is a smutty good time. Only smutty book that I've actually, like smut forward book that I've actually really liked. This one follows Jamie and Ryan, or Wesley. I think, yeah, Jamie Canning and Ryan Wesley. And I think it was Jamie who... Ryan. It's been a while since I read this book, guys. Ryan pushed the boundaries of their friendship and then cut Jamie off completely, and now it's them years later. It's another hockey romance. It's a good time. Almost there through the romance ones, guys. Then I've got Take You Down by McKay Marie. So I say Micah Marie, no, it's McKay Marie. This is a rock star romance between the lead singer, one of the guys from a band, and the support act for that band, the opening act for the band tour. And it's a bit dark, it's a bit fun, it's a good time. Next, I have Good Game by Madison Fox. I don't know what this series is called. The hymn book is Him and Us. This one is The System. I don't know. Anyways, this is I love her dedication. To me, you did it, babe. Love that. Yeah, it's called The System. This is what's it called? A gaming romance where they're kind of like, he has two identities because he's a masked gamer, and she kind of falls for both of them. And I've also got, I didn't bring it out, and I'm not going to because I'm now covered in books. I also have in this category the Love Light Farm series by B.K. Borison. I've read the first 3 books. I've got 1 more to go. The first book is about 2 best friends who have to, I can't remember their names, guys. Lucas, something like that. And they have to, and Not in Love is also a series now. Anyways, they have to pretend to be together to try and win this contest that the female main character entered her Christmas tree farm into this like business competition thing. Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I'm sure you know what it's about. I can't be bothered looking it up. Speaking of Ali Hazelwood, I have Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I don't know what this series is called. Maybe it's just called Bride. But the second book is Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I'm saying her name so many times. Misery Lark is a vampire. She's been living with the humans for a long time. No one knows. She's a vampire in the human world. It's like 3 parts of the city. Humans, vampires, werewolves. Werewolves? Something like that. The wolves, the wares. Lore Morland is her betrothed, and he's like the alpha of the pack and that live in this city. And basically they have to get married, and you see all the yearning he does for her. It's great. Next, I don't know what I'm going to do with this series because I personally am so in love with this first book. It's one of my favorite books. I got the second book right as it came out, right when that whole controversy thing came out about this whole thing. And yeah, well, the controversy of it being not well handled, the publication of this book. And that's A Crown of Oaths and Curses by J. Bree. Love this book with my whole heart. It's, what are their names even? It's been so long. You're not going to tell me. Rooksbane Evening Star. And what's his name? Prince Saren. Soren and Rook. Rook and Soren. And they are basically fated mates, but they don't want to be fated mates because they are from opposite sides. She's a witch, he's a fae. You nearly said elf. He's a fae, she's a witch. And basically the witches are currently being turned into these mindless drones and killing all the fae. And then, yeah. It's how they have to come together and help his land, because he's the prince of all these people. And also try and get the crown off his uncle, because his uncle is currently regent or something. Next, we've got a Hades and Persephone retelling. This is A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. This is Hades x Persephone series. I haven't continued with this one because I need to read the first book in the Hades part section of this series. So it goes Persephone, Hades, Persephone, Hades, Persephone, something like that. I don't know how many books are in this. This is Greek mythology in like a modern setting, and it's great, and I really liked it. Should read it. I haven't given either of these books in this series 5 stars, but they have come very close, both 4.5 stars, and that's Fey Devils by Lana Peherchik, and it's Castle of Nevers and Nightmares, which is, I said that wrong, that's the first book. I'm almost out of batteries already. Anyways, this is about, what's her name? I don't know what's her name. Willow. Willow, who goes to this different world where there are a lot of Fae, but like they're more like the one type of Fae where she came from, a place where there's lots of different Faes. And she finds her fated mates, but they don't know who she is. And they also hate each other. And it's a great time. This one I'm almost finished with. This one is Twilight of Embers by Tessa Hales. This is a Dragons of Ember Hollow book. This is the first one. It's tiny, and it's dragon shifters. And someone's coming after her. That's what you do. I'm sorry, I'm speeding through it. I want to get to this before my battery dies. I still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 piles left to go, so I need to charge my battery in a moment. Anyways, Bonded by Thorns is the next one by Elizabeth Helen. Elizabeth Helen is a sister writing duo. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling where it's white shoes, and I love it. Love it so much. I'm up to the 3rd book in that series. This one I need to get back to so badly, so badly, and that's Broken Bonds by J. Bree, another J. Bree series. This one, I don't know if it's written better, but it came before A Crown of Oaths and Curses. The second book I tried to read of A Crown of Oaths and Curses is called Throne of Honor and Blood. It's over there, that's why I'm looking over there. And I don't know, it's just not written as well. I know the editing was something up with that, so I'm going to try again soon. Anyways, Broken Bonds. This is the Bonds That Tie book 1. This follows Oleander, or Ollie, as another White Shoes book. As you can tell, I love my White Shoes. It's fun when the girl doesn't have to choose, or the woman doesn't have to choose. And she has like this magic, they all have magic powers, and most people get bonds. She happens to get bonds with like the most powerful guys around, both with their magical powers and with their status, their position in the world. Next is the final one in this one, another White Shoes, and that's Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Mass. This is a Roman retelling of, that's a Roman? Yeah, Hercules is Roman, isn't he? Greek, he's Greek, oh my goodness. Because this also has Persephone and Hades in it. Anyways, this is a good book. Let me go charge my camera. Okay, it's been like 2 hours. I'm hoping the camera has charged enough. As I was saying before, I've got 5 piles left. These 5 piles though are a lot smaller than those 3 piles that we just went through. A lot smaller. So let's go back to romance. This time going to historical romance. One, actually I might start with that one, that I think everyone who reads historical romance will be waiting for is the 4th book in the Girl Meets Duke series by Tessa Dare. 1st book being The Duchess Deal. I'm up to the 4th book. Who knows when The Bride Bet will come out? Your guess is as good as mine. It was supposed to come out last month. There's no more publication date on Goodreads, so I have no idea when it's coming out. None whatsoever. Anyways, Duchess deal. This is about the Duke of Ashbury and Emma Gladstone. Anyways, Emma is a seamstress and she's made a wedding dress for the Duke of Ashbury's fiance. Now ex-fiance, because she's called off the wedding because he's scarred, basically, and she doesn't want to look at him. It's a horrible thing. Horrible, horrible. And so he says, I'm in want of a wife now. You're in want of payment for that dress. Why don't you, sorry, that's my foot. Why don't you be my wife? They eventually agree. And it's a marriage of convenience romance, and it's really, really good. I love this one. This one's my favorite in this series. It kind of goes downhill from here, in my opinion. 5 stars, 4.5 for the Governess Game, and 4 stars for the Wallflower Wager. Next is another popular series that I've only read the first book in, and I'm so sad that I haven't read more of it. And that's the Wallflower series. This is Again the Magic by Lisa Kleypas. I don't know how you say her name. Basically, this is the prequel novel to the Wallflower series. Yes, I don't know, it doesn't tell me. Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure this is the parents' novel for the Wallflowers. And yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Here's it about. Lady Aileen Marsden and John McKenna. John McKenna is American, I think. Or he goes to America. He definitely goes to America. And Aileen is left behind. And years later, he's returned. He hates her. She is confused. And it's a great time. Next, this one I think I'm going to DNF this series. I liked this book. Don't get me wrong, I liked this book. But I don't know if I'm going to continue with this. And that's A Reckless Match by Kate Bateman. I did really like this book, but I've never been compelled to continue on with this series. I was thinking about getting the second book, which is like I was going to call it A Reckless Match. It's not. I can't remember what it's called. I was going to get the second book in this series, but like warring families, well, not warring, they're just feuding families, really. Feuding families in some time. The Davies and the Montgomery families. Two households locked in an ancient feud destined to be on opposing sides forever until now. So they despise each other because their families do, and then they get married. Maybe? Actually, I don't know. I think he is pining for her, and she's like, I don't know about this match, but it could be a good time. The last one I have, which I've got the second book, and I read this years ago, so I really should continue on with this series. But that's Dare to be a Duchess by Sapna Bog? Sapna Bog, I think that's how you say her name. It's got an Indian female main character. It's really good from what I remember. Short too. It's a good one. Lara Ramsey is an orphan daughter of a British colonel and his beloved Indian wife. And now she kind of like gets into a hate to love romance with the Duke of Wolverton. Oh no. The Duke of Wolverton, I think, is her guardian. Okay. Oh no, he is. No. Okay, no. She does get into a relationship with the Duke of Wolverton, which is Tristan Wentworth. And there's like a masquerade scene, a masquerade ball. Good times. Now we'll get on to the two sci-fi series that I've got that I'm in the middle of. First one being, what is this series called? It's The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I really enjoyed this. It's like cozy, not cozy. It's like a soap opera. No, it's cozy sci-fi. Cozy sci-fi. I really enjoyed the Monk and the Robot and the Monk series. What is this series called? It's on the second one. I can't be bothered getting it out. I've got too many books out before. This one is about the first book, because it follows different characters in the second book, I believe. Is about this crew, ragtag crew. If you like Firefly, it's like cozier than that. It doesn't have the big adventure. It has a bit of an adventure, but not much. Hence the cozy. Sorry. It's about this crew of the Wayfarer. The Wayfarer is a spaceship. And it's all about their lives and their relationships and how they're going to help build a portal thing. Yeah, I think so. Hyperspace tunnel. It's good. I really enjoyed it. Next one, I only have one book left, and I've got the special editions of this from somewhere, Fairy Loot. And that's the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. This is, the first book is Cinder. It says, she was cyborg and she would never go to the ball. This is a Cinderella retelling. The next one is, what is it? Oh gosh. The next one is the Red Riding Hood retelling. What's that one called? Red Riding Hood. What are you called? Scarlet. The next one is Cress, which is a Rapunzel retelling, and the last one, which I'm up to, is Winter, which is a Snow White retelling. And it's about, there's a colony on the moon and they are stronger than the colony on Earth, and they want to take over, basically. Now I've got, what is this? This is adult fantasy. First is Five Broken Blades. I think that's what this series is called as well, by Mai Corland. I adored this one, this first book. 4.5 stars. I've got the next two books on the series over here. You can just see them. These two here. It's great. It follows 6 characters as they lie, steal, go on a heist. It's great. They've got to try and kill the immortal king, the god king, whatever they want to call him. But it's a good fun time, and the second book follows only a couple of them, for reasons unknown. I think it actually follows all of them still, but like, that was dramatic, wasn't it? This one, Book of the Ancestors by Mark Lawrence. This is Red Sister, the first book. I've read the first 2 books, Red Sister and Grey Sister. I'm up to Holy Sister. I've been up to Holy Sister since like 2020, 2021. Oh no, it's coming apart. That's how long I've had this book for. I've read this, my friend has read this, like this copy. And I remember loving this one, especially the second one. Oh, I got this from Readings in Doncaster. Wow! Probably shouldn't have said where. I got it from Readings. Oh, there's a shop kind of near me. Anyways, this is about Nona Grey. Didn't even have to look up her name. I know her name. Nona Grey is this orphan who gets saved by nuns from being executed, basically. And she is raised to be like a warrior nun, basically. And there's like this prophecy that she might be a part of. She may not be a part of it. She also may be a part of it. Next, we've got everybody's favourite, Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. This is the Wraith Marked edition. Absolutely stunning. I pre-ordered the Bookshop and Bone Dust version as well. But look how gorgeous. This is another cozy story. Cozy fantasy this time. I'll colour this in. I'm not going to. What flames could not consume never shall be extinguished. I really need to continue this series. I've got the rest of the books. They're all in different sizes, which annoys me to no end. But I really love this book. It's about Viv the Orc as Viv goes to a small town and tries to open up a coffee shop where everyone calls it bean water. The penultimate stack is middle grade or children's / young adult. Let's go. I've got Anne of Green Gables by Ellen Montgomery. If you don't know Anne of Green Gables, it's a classic. You should pick it up. It's really good. It follows Anne. It's been a while since I've read this. I don't think it's in Anne's perspective really ever. Maybe a couple times it's in Anne's perspective. Basically Anne is an orphan and she is adopted, well at the start you don't know if she's going to be adopted or not, by the Cuthberts, Marilla and Matthew Cuthbert. And she convinces them that she should stay, and it's her life in Green Gables. Well, her life living in Green Gables and then the town surrounding it. It's good fun. I've watched a couple of web series on it, and I love it. I love them. They're good fun. Next one, this one I have DNF'd, this series, because this was my favourite book growing up, from like the ages of like 5 or 6 until whenever I read the series that shall not be named. This was my favourite book. And that is The Two Princesses of Burma by Gail Carson Levine. I think she wrote Ella Enchanted, which I've only seen the movie of. I don't think I've ever read the book. What is Ward Saga? Saga? That's where this came from. I don't even know that bookshop. Don't think it exists anymore. It makes sense because this is a very old book. If this was from Borders, I would have been so excited. I don't think you would understand. Borders, if you don't know, if you're too young to know, was a bookshop that was all around the world, and it lasted the longest in Australia because it slowly died out, and then Australia was the last place to have it. So we got to enjoy it for a long time, and now I'm very sad. Anyways, this follows one sister as she goes on a journey to find a magical cure for her other sister. I don't think I could ever read this again because the age gap in this one creeps me out. Because the love interest is a wizard, and the wizard's like over 100 years old, and she's like 15, 16. Think like Twilight. But I read this when I was younger, and that kind of creeps me out that I was reading about it. Moving on. Got another special edition from Fairy Loot, I believe, or Illumicrate? Illumicrate. And that is the Bone Witch series. I don't know what actually the series was called. But it starts with the Bone Witch by Rin Chupeco. Yes. This follows Tia. No, I think it's Tia. Yeah, it's called the Bone Witch trilogy. And she basically one day finds out that she's a bone witch, and it's told in dual timeline. I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time since I've read this. I need to reread this book and then move on with the rest of the series. Tia finds out that she's a bone witch when she brings her brother back to life. It also follows in the future when Tia is trying to, I think, start a war or something. She's bringing to life a lot of beasties. Next is some of my loves. A lot of your loves as well. And that's Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. This is about, I'm about to say Bill and Charlie. Bill and Charlie from the series that should not be named. Charlie and Ben? No. What is his name? Nick and Charlie. Ben's not a nice guy in this, I don't think. Nick and Charlie. Boy meets boy. Boy meets boy. Boys become friends. Boys fall in love. That's basically the premise of the story. I'm waiting for the last installment of this. I'm up to date. I'm just waiting for the last one. The 5th. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. The 5th one is the last. 5th volume is the last 5-star I gave out, which was a year and a half ago. Yes, I'm still annoyed with that fact. I want another 5-star. Which I could get if I read the next book in this series, which is like, I'll explain. SXOXO by Axio. I love this book so much. Absolutely adore it. I mean, it's the same on the outside as well. Look how beautiful. This is like a K-pop boy group and a girl who meets one of the singers. I think he's the lead singer. And no, he's not. No, the oldest one is the lead. This guy is like just the second oldest or something. What are their names again? And basically Jenny and Jae Woo meet each other in a karaoke bar that her uncle runs. Yep. And then she gets she transfers over to a South Korean high school to continue her education because they're not they're only offering some of the classes that she needs to get into a music school when she goes to university or college. American college. Ooh, nearly dropped on my nail polishes that I put on this book. And they slowly fall in love. Yeah. I really love it. It's so cute. So cute. But I need to read ASAP, which is about Nathaniel? Something like that. With his, and it's a second chance romance. This one is another one, I'm not sure. We're on the last pile, by the way. Last stack. And this is graphic novels and manga. That's Lore Olympus by Rachel Smythe. I read the first 2 volumes. This is all in colour, by the way. I read the first 2 volumes. It's a Hades and Persephone retelling. I really enjoyed them. I've never felt the need to pick up the other 2 volumes that I've got there. And there's so many more volumes out. I just haven't wanted to pick them up. I think I might just get rid of them. Let me know. If you made it this far into the video, let me know if I should get rid of them or if I should push on. Next, I've got my 4 manga series that I'm in the middle of. This one I haven't read for a while. I haven't read any of them for a while, but like this one especially I haven't read in a while. So I've just been reading books. I need to get back on my manga train. That's Given by Natsuki Kizu. This is a boy love manga about 4 boys in a band. It's not White Shoes. Boy love is as far as they push it at the moment. Ooh, the first page is in colour. Beautiful. It's mainly about these 2 guys, the younger 2 guys, and their romance, slow building romance. Also about the older 2 guys and their slow building romance. It's adorable. I've read like 2 or 3 volumes. I'm enjoying it, but I need to reread them to continue on. Next. Actually, I don't know which one I like more out of the next 2. Oh no, that's a flower. No, it's not broken. It's just broken here. Next one is Spy X Family, volume 1, because I've only been showing the first book in all of this, by Tatsuya Endo. This is about Lloyd Forger, or Agent Twilight, you don't know his actual name, as he... Oh, this is also coloured on the first page. Oh. Beautiful. Basically, he's a spy who needs to go on a mission, and that mission is to infiltrate this this school, so he needs a fake family. So he gets an adopted daughter named, what's her name again? who's a telepath. I know her name. What is her name? I don't know. And then he needs a wife, so he gets this wife, and she is actually an assassin. But nobody knows who anyone is except for the girl. He doesn't know that she's a telepath. She doesn't know that she's a telepath. They don't know about each other. It's a fun time. And at one point they get a dog. The next one I also really love is A Sign of Affection by Sue Morishita. I'm up to volume 8 of this. Does this one have colour? Let this one have colour. Look how stunning. Look how stunning. I love this. It's about a deaf girl and her romance with this boy who is very international, like goes to a lot of overseas country, which, I mean, my dream. I love going overseas and traveling. But you know, I can't always afford that. And yeah, they fall in love slowly. It's very cute. She's very sweet. She's very innocent. They're in university, I think. And the final series on my series that I'm in the middle of is Witch Hat Atelier by Kamome Shirahama. This is about Coco. Yeah, got her name right. I don't remember. I think this is Yuki. Yuki and Itsumi. Itsumi? I don't know how you spell it. Say his name is Itsuomi. He speaks 3 different languages, but he's never had a deaf friend. So he slowly learns how to speak sign language. I don't know how to do any sign language. A-E-I-O. Yeah, that's all I know. And thank you. That's all I know. This is what happens when you're a teacher of young children. You just learn basic words in different languages, and that's all you know. And you don't know how to make it into different sentences. You just have that, and yeah, it doesn't have to make sense. You just kind of do little words every so often. Okay, so Witch Hat Atelier follows Coco, and she at the start wants to become a witch. So she practices, tries to figure out how to become a witch, and stumbles upon how other people become witches. And it's like no one's ever done that before, so she's kind of an anomaly. Anomaly. Can do it eventually. Anyways, there's like 3 other apprentices to, what's the master's name? Master, don't know. Master Quifrey. Quifrey? Q-I-F-R-E-Y. Quifrey. I don't know how I say it in my head. I just kind of like go, whoop, past it. Does anyone else do that when they don't know how to say a word? Just go, whoop. Especially with a name. Yes, that is it. Anyways, that's it. They are the 9 series that I own that I finished, and the 40 series that I've started and own and have not finished. There are definitely more in both stacks. These are just the ones that I own. And actually, no, there's more. There's 10 that I've finished, because there's also Get a Life Chloe Brown. I mean, the Brown Sister series by Talia Hibbert. I forgot to add that in here. And there's 41? 42, because I forgot the Alex Stern ones. Love Alex Stern. That's a great one. Only if you check the trigger warnings. Check the trigger warnings because it's very dark. It's a dark academia with magic. I think that's my sweet spot with dark academia. I can't do just plain with like a murder mystery. Can't do that. I need magic in it. And it's great. She sees ghosts. And there's secret societies. And I love it so much. I gave both in the series 5 stars. I can't wait for Deadbeat to come out. It's by Lee Bardugo, by the way. So yes, 10 series I've finished, 42 that I am in the middle of. I hope to get through all of these series or DNF them soon, because I need to, because I keep starting new series and it's not good for me. If you've made it this far into the video, this one's on top and so is this one, and they match. Leave me a bird emoji, whether it be a dove, a crow, a peacock, I don't know. Leave me a bird emoji. And if you made this far into the video, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing and all that jazz. I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye!